TTK, and Sparky.
All right, and as they just said, we are coming in to the winners finals here. Keep in mind that these are best of 5. After all the games that these players have played today, they're still having to play more. It requires so much mechanical hand strength to be able to do everything quickly, and it requires even more mental capacity and emotional capacity to keep yourself calm, keep yourself cool, and keep yourself collected.
Yeah, I mean, these tournaments, it's a real marathon. And I don't know, you've got to fight through so many different teams that you constantly have to adapt to. And the farther you get, the more high level those teams are going to be. And we are at the upper echelon here. This is winners finals, Twlight and Magmabob versus Arkosh and Jellyfish. We've seen them tear their way through the winners bracket to get here. And this is the final match for them to find out who's going into grand finals from that winner's side. That's going to be so valuable.
We're seeing Jellyfish immediately come in with that Lucian pick that was just shredding everybody in his path. Arkosh back on the Cassidy that has done so much work with him, with the hammer, with the guns, with everything that Cassidy has to offer. And of course, Twlight and Magmabob playing their go-tos, their most comfortable legends.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Yeah, so both of them coming in. Magmabob arms with the hammer, wasting no time in getting some damage in off of it. Arkosh and Jellyfish finally arm up. Jellyfish so terrifying with those katars.
Now keep in mind he is using those katars against Twlight. Twlight is going to be able to outrange him with the sword. The downlight ladder onto Arkosh. Oh, but Arkosh maybe saving himself with that gun there right there. Aiming it down, looking for the recovery follow-up. Jellyfish with the recovery.
Yeah, look how little damage Jellyfish has taken, though. He's just dancing around all of these attacks. Oh no, caught in some team damage. That takes away exactly what I said he had.
But not even is it little team damage or little damage period, but it's on Lucian, who is virtually unkillable.
Yeah, he's got great armor. He's got amazing speed. So he's going to be able to navigate this battlefield.
And see, the Nair took out Cassidy. Jellyfish is still in it. Jellyfish is still alive, and he's still there to put out damage.
Yeah, he's trying to search for a weapon right now, but Magmabob's hunting him down. Catches him with the scoop. They got a 2-stock lead. Let's see what they can convert off of this while Jelly respawns. Alright, they turned it into just a little bit of a lead, but if they can hold on... I mean, you've been saying it, Magmabob, he needed to survive, and he's been doing that all day. Jelly takes out Twlight, but Magmabob is still there. And is gone.
The fact that Twlight is the first one being killed every game, it's kind of a double-edged sword, if you will. Because it means that Twlight is losing the stock first. Losing a stock is never a good thing. But it also means that Magmabob isn't the one dying first. That is the key to their victory. Both players are so good that if they can survive, they can fight.
I mean, did you just see how many times they bounced Arkosh between them? That built up the damage so quickly, allowing Magmabob to just get the kill with the neutral air. Oh my gosh. Let's see, Twlight trying to put this sword to use. Gets it on Jellyfish. Gets it on Arkosh.
Jellyfish is very, very close to dying right now. If Magmabob would have hit that dare, that might have killed him. Downlight side air from the right side of the stage. Not going to kill Jelly, but Twlight is ready and waiting. Arkosh over there, though. Magmabob looking in
Magmabob.
trouble.
No!
Arkosh? Arkosh. Arkosh?
Oh
the unarmed ground pound from Arkosh.
The turnaround. They've got a stock lead, Jelly and Arkosh. Gotta be careful, though. They are in the deep red, so this can turn around again very quickly, but they've got a chance. Wow, dive kick onto the mine.
Somehow daring Jellyfish and not getting hit by the mine explosion.
Absolutely beautiful.
Just optimal punish, optimal punish, optimal punish.
That's the name of the game right now, as they are all even on stocks. Jelly barely damaged, but Arkosh not looking too good. Jelly trying to turn those guitars into some more kills, as he's been known to do and has been throughout this entire tournament. Gets the side air. Is he able to kind of save Arkosh here? No! Arkosh goes down!
And
Little bit of a punish on Twilight.
That down signature from Cassidy's guns covers so much area. Twilight was able to get around it and punish. Keep in mind, Cassidy is an 8 dex character, but Twilight was able to get in safely and punish before Arkosh was able to get away.
Yeah, Jellyfish, ooh, getting the ground pound. Let's see if he can avenge his teammate here. Chasing Magmabob off the ledge. Gotta be careful, you've got Twilight to contend with. Bats him back. He is just changing targets again and again to keep himself safe. Oh my gosh, but he's gone through the blender.
Magmabob and Twilight are so close to each other, but not a hint of team damage has come from it. It has all been onto Jelly.
Yeah, that is the precision you're looking for. I mean, you need to be able to snipe out your opponents while avoiding your teammate, and just knowing that spacing and be able to use it properly is so huge. But Jellyfish gets the kill. It's 1v1 against Twilight. He's got the guitars. Twilight's got the hammer. He's trying to toss it away to rearm with the sword. There he goes. Is it enough? Neutral air. Close that out.
Twilight is going to take the first game. Extremely, extremely close, though. Jellyfish brought it down to a 1v1. Both players in red. Not what people would have expected when you put a player like Twilight and Magmabob against Arkosh and Jellyfish. Arkosh and Jelly want to solidify themselves as top players on the 2v2 platform.
I mean, they are well on their way, but they've got a bit to go through if they want to move into grand finals. Let's see, map band's coming out. We are going back to Twilight Grove. Not really a surprise there. I know all of these players, you know, they feel like it's a very good map. They like it for 2v2. They like the diversity that you get from the two different sides. And, you know, it plays well for a lot of team kind of setups.
Twilight is one of those maps where it's big, but it's not too big. It's small to kind of rein everything in, but it's not too small where you feel claustrophobic. All of the soft platforms on the island on the right are far enough away from each other to where it's not like Great Hall with all of the soft platforms that it has.
Exactly. It gives you room to have some of your 1v1s to rotate very quickly for your 2v2s and just get really nice setups into strings that you can easily convert off of. Well, Twilight definitely putting in the work. Magmabob kind of sniping with the hammer, but Jellyfish and Arkosh are deep in the red. Jellyfish going to go down here, and Arkosh down as well. 2-stock lead within a minute.
And you saw Twilight go down there to about the edge of that side wall. There's no reason to commit too hard if it's almost a sure kill. You could be risking way too much. You could be risking a follow-up by Arkosh for an early dim. Or you could just wait in the rafters, and if he comes up, send him down below.
Yeah, definitely smart play by the two. Jellyfish catching Magmabob, though. And again, that's, you know, trying to play your edge guards a little close to the chest. Hitting them while they're kind of more up high, not going too deep. Ooh, but Twilight just getting constant sword hits. Magmabob's got to be careful. I don't know, playing on the side there, even though Arkosh is pretty damaged, against the hammer can be very risky.
Magmabob has hit, I think, 3 downlights in a row on that side of the stage. But he looked for a ground pound every time and wasn't able to find it.
Oh my gosh. Twilight in a bad situation. Can he turn it around? Yes, he does. Gets the side air kill, down air, almost into the follow-up. Magmabob also chasing. Jellyfish able to deter him for a little while with down airs, but Magmabob gets the kill. They've got a 3-stock lead right now.
Twilight is one of those players that if he's in kill percent, you're probably also in kill percent. Even if it doesn't look like it in the top right corner, you're probably in kill percent. Orange is kill percent for Twilight. Yellow can even be kill percent for Twilight. Dare I say white can be kill percent if you're against Twilight.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him convert and chase off of so much. He's no stranger to killing off of every side of the screen. Left, right, down, up. Any of them he's willing to carry you to. Ooh, Jellyfish trying to go for that same setup, but Magmabob was ready for it this time. Twilight trying to save him out, but Jellyfish goes for it again and finds the payoff.
Nice down guitars there from Jellyfish, but he is still going to fall. Jelly is out. Arkosh is going up against 3 stocks of Twilight and Magmabob right now.
Oh, this is not looking good. Wow, just managed to get out, stunning both of them. And again, there's some of those quick combos coming out from the team.
And look at this just unbridled aggression between the two. Twilight's in orange, but they have the room to go. They have the stocks and the health to gamble with, so they're just going to lay on the heat, crank it up, and force you down. We are going up 2-0, Twilight and Magmabob against Arkosh and Jellyfish.
So they're on set point here to go into grand finals. Arkosh and Jellyfish, they've got to dig deep. They've got to buckle down. Just kind of figure out what wasn't really working, because that first match was so close. This one, not so much.
One of the things I'm worried about is the double guns. Double guns against...
Oh my gosh.
This is a quad boat bar. This is a quad bar.
Quad boat bar.
This is a quad bar game.
3, 2, 1.
Quad bar,
brawl.
Blackguard. Let's go.
This is another one of those slightly bigger 2v2 maps. It's not as big as a Grumpy Temple, but it's definitely bigger than Twilight. It's probably the biggest map other than Grumpy Temple.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you know, it's a very horizontally oriented map, and that's pretty good for the sword, less so for the hammer. I know the hammer, you know, it likes fighting in that vertical space, but that's why we're going to see a lot of sword picks coming out from this, and maybe the occasional hammer for, like, setups.
Jellyfish in danger, and Magmabob, rather than dodging Jelly's ground pound, went for the sword recovery that was just a little bit to the side, so his move would have priority. He would still be getting damage, and he wouldn't be getting hit. Magmabob in danger, but Twilight coming over to give Magmabob space to breathe. Not only did he give him space to breathe, he took out Jellyfish out of stock in the process. But then he's going to make a silly move and run into a mine. But Magmabob's going to say, it's okay, we can afford that. We're going to get a kill anyway. But then Jellyfish is going to come out and say, no, we can afford that. We're going to get a kill. Even game.
I mean, that was absolutely dead even. I think they all lost their stocks within a few seconds of each other, just trading back and forth. This one's already looking a lot better for Arkosh and Jellyfish, but I don't know if you really want to say even is kind of where you want to be.
Jellyfish and Arkosh are starting to pull at it just a little bit right now. Magmabob and Twilight starting to get into that deep orange, about to proc into the red. And the scoop from Jellyfish is going to kill at orange, killing Magmabob.
Wow, so they have the lead for just about the first time this set.
And that is exactly what they need right now. They need to get a lead, and they need to, more importantly, hold that lead.
Yeah, Twilight trying to hold on to this stock, but he's getting battered around. There's the side air to close him out. 2-stock lead, Arkosh Jellyfish. Power play on Magmabob, but he's not going down. Gets a really nice damage on both of them.
Stomp dare and a stomp forward air from Magmabob on both players of the red team.
Oh, Twilight trying to get the kill, but gets punished for it. Oh no, some team damage coming out. Jellyfish going down. They're right, because he's got more stocks, but Arkosh has got to be careful.
And Arkosh managing to avoid every bit of damage but a nair until Jellyfish is able to come back and give him just a little bit of support.
Man, Arkosh just refuses to go down. Twilight finally taking him out.
Twilight waiting for the dodge. Like Brock Lesnar with the German suplex, Twilight will take you down, decimate you bit by bit, and send you to forward air city.
Ooh, bomb drop going in. It's still active off the side of the stage. Let's see, Twilight and Magmabob trying to chase Jellyfish. He's battling back. Massive damage coming out.
Twilight just dodged a nair from Arkosh's hammer that might have killed the game, but Arkosh is going to be there with a forward air, taking out Twilight, Magmabob in the 2v1, and Magmabob is just going to go straight into a hammer ground pound that was started reasonably high. He had time to avoid that. Arkosh and Jelly bringing it back, not ready to give up.
Yeah, I honestly think he probably expected the ground pound to be pulled out of. Like, maybe it was a little bit of a bait for the recovery, but they called his bluff.
Sometimes the best move for the situation is the simplest move because nobody expects that. You see people do these crazy downlight ladders, they do X pivots, they do gravity cancel this, chase dodge that. Sometimes you just gotta jump into a crop pile with a hammer.
Brawl.
And sometimes you gotta pick Great Hall with a bunch of swords.
You're still staying with this quad bar right now. Arkosh and Jellyfish beating out. We didn't say this, but Twlight and Magmabob.
Yeah.
Winning the Bode Bar mirror match.
Oh my gosh. What does it mean? Double Bodvar all the way across Great Hall. Twlight going for the edge guard. He keeps hitting Jellyfish. Beautiful movement. And again, Magmabob was the least damaged of all these players. That is definitely something new to him this tournament. Oh no, but he's the first to fall! The commentator's curse, I'm so sorry.
Arkosh has used 2 Bodvar neutral figs the entire tournament. He has hit both of them and he has killed with both of them. Jellyfish trying to hit with that Nair. He hits, but he's gonna fall for it. But Twlight still managing to stay with the stop.
Ooh, Arkosh not able to convert off that stomp the way he wanted. Let's see if he's going to pay for letting Twlight live that much longer. Ooh, manages to clean it up. Now they got the 2v1 against Magmabob. The weapon throwing ground pound, keeping him down. There's another one, but he reset his jumps. Magmabob getting back.
Here is Twlight ready to bring the aggression onto the edge guard to keep Magmabob alive. Magmabob gonna fall to a dare from Jellyfish.
Man, that last game really was a turning point for this whole set. Arkosh and Jellyfish in a really great position. Twlight has the hammer. Let's see what he does with it. Jellyfish putting him off stage. Gotta be careful.
Twlight and Magmabob have not lost a game the entire tournament. Not even just the set, because they're in winner's bracket, obviously, but they have not lost a game. The first game they lose is in a Bodvar mirror match.
This is absolutely insane. I mean, Arkosh and Jellyfish, they're fantastic players, but I don't know if anyone would have had that pick in a million years.
And Jellyfish is going to take out Twlight again. 4 stocks against 2 right now. Magmabob in the red on his last stock.
Ooh, gets the scoop, gets punished for it, but not down yet. Twlight keeping Magmabob safe as he comes back down from the sky.
Oh, and Jellyfish with the max range unarmed there. It didn't even make a noise.
Wow, Jelly trying to convert with the weapon throws here. Magmabob just resetting neutral to the other side, but it's too far!
Magmabob falls. He had to go to the other side, though, because the options were covered with the mine on that edge. It was going to be so difficult. That cut off a way back. And then the red team was there to cut off
it by a hair. There's Arkosh fishing again. Twlight punishes this time. Tons of damage. I like him not going for the recovery because that would have gotten punished. The backwards side air ended up keeping him safe. But he's got his work cut out for him. Not enough. The set is tied up.
Wins.
Arkosh and Jelly shocking everybody right now. Jellyfish is known for those very risky yet very, very stylish plays. He's been doing them here today, but he's been getting away with it too.
Oh my gosh. See some of these bands coming out. Magmabob and Twlight looking for something a little bit more stable. Arkosh and Jellyfish more than happy to go to Blackguard. because that's where they got one of their wins.
Are we going to see a reverse 3 game?
3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
brawl.
I'm ready for it because Arkosh and Jellyfish have been playing phenomenally during the latter half of this set.
Just the unbridled aggression from Arkosh and Jellyfish. Ooh, Arkosh daring Jelly. Nice side signature from Arkosh out of nowhere, looking for the turnaround neutral stick. That's the first one he's missed so far.
Twlight keeping the pressure, but being aware of Jellyfish coming from behind. See if he can convert something into meaningful here. I don't know, damage is just about even between the two teams. Ooh, Arkosh punishing that dodge. Jellyfish trying to follow up to secure the kill, but not enough.
Magmabob has a hammer.
There it is.
But Twlight is going to be the first to fall again. Arkosh and Jelly have been getting a lead, and they've been holding a lead. Magmabob with a hammer. We have 3 people in kill percentage right now.
I really like Twlight immediately going over to try and help Magmabob just to take the pressure off of him, because he knows they need to extend that stock if they're not going to fall behind right now.
Twlight can take 1 or 2 hits right now. Magmabob can't. And Magmabob with that hammer.
That is the turnaround we were looking for. So Arkosh and Jellyfish on the back foot right now. Let's see, Twlight holding on, but that's his second stock.
Arkosh taking out Magmabob on that first stock. It's time to put some damage onto Twlight. All Jellyfish could do was dare Arkosh.
Wow, Twlight being very wary of Jelly just waiting in the wings.
He knows that if he dodges the hammer, he's going to take sword damage.
Ooh, keeps himself alive, trying to turn around on Jellyfish here on the right-hand side.
Magmabob reading the dodge through, and Arkosh taking that neutral with Magmabob's hammer.
Ooh, Jelly finally getting the kill on Twlight. Twlight down to his last stock. Magmabob alone for a brief moment, but turns it around on Arkosh. Still even stocks.
Arkosh and Jellyfish here just go to show you that to be successful in 2v2s, you can't necessarily just take 2 great 1v1 players and shove them together. Team synergy, team chemistry, player knowledge, situational awareness are all major components of what makes a great 2v2 team.
Absolutely, and I mean, it's been shown off set after set in this tournament. Magmabob and Twlight finally taking the lead, but for how long? I do like that even though Arkosh is the more damaged of the two, they're not afraid to kind of focus Jellyfish if the opportunity presents itself. You know, that's that situational awareness that you definitely need when playing these 2v2 matches, any kind of team game. You cannot get tunnel vision.
And that's the thing. The most, quote, optimal play that you would normally do in 1v1 isn't necessarily the most optimal or best choice in 2v2. You said it earlier, you could do a downlight ladder into a recovery. It's going to be the most damage. But you are stuck in the frames, the active frames and the recovery frames of the recovery, which might lead to a punish.
Yeah, and right now, there's not a player on the board aside from Jellyfish who could afford any kind of punish. Jellyfish getting pushed towards the red very quickly as I say that. Wow, recovery kill off the top. They've got a 2v1. Magmabob and Twlight looking to head into grand finals. Can they confirm and take out Jellyfish? Jellyfish fighting back, evens up the stocks to 1 apiece across the board.
And Twlight is very close. I don't know if you noticed, but when he got hit with a weapon, it bounced him off the ground and he went, whoa!
Wow!
Blue team wins.
Magmabob! I've said it before, demolitions expert Magmabob, knowing where